Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a shortcut, really, to getting informed on one of the most chilling figures in modern crime, Jeffrey Dahmer.
The Milwaukee Cannibal.
Exactly. And our mission here is to unpack the key details. His life, the crimes, how he was caught, and, the big questions that still linger.
Right. It's a case that just doesn't go away.
Okay, let's unpack this. So, Jeffrey Dahmer, born May 21st, 1960, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really crucial, I think, is looking at how early things seemed off.
Yeah, those early red flags. People talk about the fascination with dead animals, dissection.
Right, which is incredibly disturbing in hindsight. And then you add the isolation, the drinking, starting in high school, struggles with his sexuality, mental health. It's a complex picture early on.
Definitely not straightforward.
His path into murder started young, shockingly young. Then it paused.
Yeah, the first victim was Stephen Hicks, a hitchhiker back in 1978. Dahmer was just 18.
Killed him, dismembered him, but then nothing for almost 10 years.
Right, that gap. It's unusual for profiles of serial killers. It really makes you wonder what was happening internally or externally during that decade.
Doesn't it? What changed?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when he did start killing again, the escalation was terrifying. Here's where it gets really intense.
Okay.
Between 1987 and his arrest in 91, 16 more victims. Young men, boys.
And the pattern of victims is notable, too.
Yes. Predominantly gay men, often men of color. He'd lure them, drug them, assault them, sexually strangle them.
And then the dismemberment.
And worse. What's fascinating here, in a grim way, is the ritualistic element. Taking photos during the process. Necrophilia. Cannibalism, even.
Storing body parts, skulls, organs in his apartment.
Yeah. It was a house of horrors that, frankly, stunned even hardened police officers.
The end came, almost randomly it feels, on July 2010, 1991.
Because an intended victim, Tracy Edwards, actually managed to escape.
Right. He got out, flagged down police, and when they went to Dahmer's apartment...
They found it all, the Polaroids of victims, the body parts in the fridge, the tools, saws, knives.
Just horrifying. That discovery blew the case wide open.
He was charged with 17 murders in the end. Pleaded guilty, but insane.
But the jury didn't buy the insanity defense.
No. Convicted in 1992, got 15 life sentences, running one after the other, over 950 years total.
But he didn't serve much of it.
No, his own end came just a couple of years later, November 28, 1994, murdered in prison by another inmate, Christopher Scarver.
Wow.
But even with Dahmer gone, the case itself, its shadow is long. It's still dissected constantly in criminology, psychology, true crime circles.
It really forces us to ask some bigger questions.
Exactly, if we connect this to the bigger picture.
It really does. And it ignited these debates that are maybe even more relevant today. The big one being police negligence.
Oh, absolutely. That incident with Konarak Senthasomphan, the 14-year-old boy police returned to Dahmer after he'd escaped, drugged, and incoherent.
And Dahmer killed him shortly after. It's just staggering negligence.
It really highlighted systemic failures, didn't it? Questions about racism, homophobia, and policing came right to the surface.
Yeah, and wider issues, too.
Yeah.
Mental health systems, the justice system itself. How could this happen? How could it go on for so long?
And you saw how much it still resonates with that Netflix series 2022, Dahmer Monster. Stirred up a lot of that controversy and pain again.
Definitely. So what does this all mean? What's the takeaway here?
Well, this raises an important question, I think, for you listening, even decades on. How does the Jeffrey Dahmer case force us, really compel us, to look at these uncomfortable truths?
Truths about what?
About societal blind spots, about systemic failures, maybe even about the potential for evil itself, and how vulnerabilities in our society can allow such horror to take root and, well, unfold.
It forces a difficult look inward, doesn't it? Not just at him, but at the systems around him.
Precisely. It's a case that demands reflection, even now.